All right, I can talk now.
That brutal, huh?
Yeah, I got a little separation from him now. He can throw like 3 straight peaks.
Listen to me.
They run the counter now on first down.
Oh,
he finds
man.
an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Took away my damn touchdown.
Black. 300. Go ahead.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Rhino! Yellow! Wide! Rhino! Yellow!
To throw, Cousins. And Daniels has it, left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Rhino! First! Yellow! Rose! Rhino! Hey, flipper! Rhino!
Throwing, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Take that off, man. Come on, Byron. pick, Cruikshank.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here
All right,
defensively.
Now, lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that is
Give me the
intercepted
pick,
on the
baby.
sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Steelers send out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing his Cousins. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now running right through it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit!
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Cousins now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Black. Through. Where's your hot?
Cousins on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To the air again. It's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Flex round! 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 Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
Lucky 48!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Look at this spin.
Balance.
20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Dobbs now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Lucky 50.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Back to throw Dobbs. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Flex round! Check! 4 down! Ohio!
They'll try and throw for it here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll go on the ground. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Lucky 48.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, it's Dobbs. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Dobbs steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's caught right side by Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, no, he wants the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll run it here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Where's your hot, hot? We're going. We're going. Let's go. Gun. Shoot. Rhino. Where's your hot, hot?
Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Flex round.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And the Steelers on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Gun. We're going. Let's go.
Throwing here, Cousins being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wide.
Cousins to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A road win in the